and gentlemen, it's Mel, the hair and tie trucker guy, coming at you from Alabama. And boy, did I piss some people off today. Woo! So I was unloading there in Auburn this morning, and well, you know, I had my OU stuff on. Boomer Sooners. Anyways, you know, and after they beat them in that bowl game, well, I guess those people in Auburn aren't too happy with Sooners. But, you know, hey, you win, you lose. You win, you lose. I mean, it's one of those things that's just over and over and over again. I'm pouring some coffee. Yep, started brewing me some coffee. And then I went out and secured my load. And then I tarped my load, and well, now I'm doing a bit of paperwork, planning, and all that good stuff that you have to do. And it's funny, I just got an interesting message, and well, it's interesting. Yeah, they want us to use the Com Data card for our scale tickets. Okay. Problem is we the drivers have to pay the Com Data fee, and that's not right. And they're, you know, mandating that we scale all loads, and I'm really digging this goatee thing, man, instead of the beard. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? Should I go back with a full beard or just the goatee thing? I'm keeping the hair. Oh, I'm keeping the hair. I'm just kind of, it's slicked back because, well, I was wearing my hard hat, and it's windy, and it's raining, and it's really freaking warm today. It's like in the 80s, and so it's humid, and, well, so I put my hair back. Coffee break, coffee break. Oh man. Hey, if you guys like my coffee mug, it's a Star Wars Stormtrooper. I also have a Darth Vader one. But you can get those. Here's a shameless plug for you. You can get those. They're Tervis, and you can get them at Bed Bath & Beyond. I've seen them there. You can probably order them online there. Amazon.com, you know. Or even one of my favorite places to shop, and I do a lot of shopping there. I just like the merchandise because I'm kind of a geeky person. But it's thinkgeek.com. Thinkgeek.com. It's a good place to do some shopping. They got all kinds of stuff. Man, I saw one of the latest things I saw was, I know that while I was teaching, and my nephews, you know, really like to play Minecraft, and they actually have the 16-bit Minecraft torch, you know, and it lights up, and then you can flip the bottom part of it down, and there's little hooks on there where you can like hook them onto a wall so they'd be, you know, off the wall. I mean, it's pretty cool, man. You should check out some of the stuff they have on there. I like to go there. Probably spend way too much money there, but hey, there's geeky things out there, and man, I fall for it all the time. So yeah, I'm taking this load here to Virginia. I'm going to Front Royal, Virginia. To the best of my knowledge, man, it sounds familiar, but I can't remember if I've been to Front Royal, Virginia. I'm going there now. I'm like just right. I'm in Pelham, Alabama, and I went through Alabaster, you know, to get here. So I like that name, Alabaster. It just sounds cool, man. Alabaster. But I'm entering my my loaded call in right now, because you know, I mean, that's what we got to do. We got to let them know that, hey, we are loaded. And interestingly enough, I'm looking at the paperwork here, and looks like I'm going to have to do some math because they didn't add it up for me. They didn't tell me what it is in pounds. They told me that it was it's 19,799 kilograms. So I am going to, I guess, have to either use a conversion chart or up all these damn numbers, because I've got one of those weird loads. I mean, they're big old long rods, but they're threaded rods. So I guess if you wanted a big old rod and put a bolt on that rod and, you know, and just tighten it down, you could tighten them down, because I've got like 6-foot rods, 10-foot rods, and then 20-foot rods. So it's a lot of rods, man. I guess one of those other trucks in here, those container trucks, are carrying in the bolts. Or the nuts. Because this is just a rod that's threaded, you know, all the way through. So I thought that was pretty cool. Considering the fact that I was supposed to get, I'm gonna put in I am going to put in here, this is gonna be funny, you guys, this is gonna be really funny. I'm gonna put kilograms in here, kg. That's what they gave me. Well, it's people back at the office do the conversion. That's why they get paid the big bucks. We'll see how well that goes. All right. Now the fun part. Let's get down to brass tacks. So I've noticed that, and I don't know, I mean, I've worked with companies before. I've worked Prime, Hirschbach, 3KB, and, you know, did, you know, farm work and stuff, hauled hay, you know, that kind of stuff, and Jacobs Brothers, you know, and so those are the companies that I've worked for, and I've noticed that, you know, some of them smaller companies, and some of them larger companies, mega carriers, you know. But I've noticed that the friendliness between the company drivers and stuff is kind of weird here at Melton. I mean, they really don't have like an open door policy that is kind of welcoming. I mean, people just aren't really too welcoming, you know. Maybe that's just the Tulsa terminal, but I mean, like the Birmingham terminal, real small, and then the Laredo terminal, which is, you know, a little bit bigger. But I mean, people just, they're not that friendly, you know. And I've talked to some drivers, but you get out here on the road, it's like, you know, you'll wave at them and they'll wave back. But you know, you get into situations where you're loading somewhere and there's a couple of you there, it's like everybody just kind of you know, keeps to themselves. And I don't know if it's something that is like top to down that's kind of that way, you know, everybody just kind of make it that way, like everybody's scared of everybody, like, oh, there's a bunch of tattletales out there and all that. And it's like, well, that's fine. I mean, you can have tattletales. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'm not going to play into that. And I'm not going to go, oh, well, so-and-so's doing it this way, so, you know, why are you harping on me? It's just like, you know, own it. You know, you do something wrong and they don't like it, own it. You did it wrong, man. Don't sit there and try to point the finger at somebody else. But it doesn't have, like, I don't know, this company just doesn't really have, like, that feel for, like, you know, hey, this is a company that you want to go work for because, you know, it's welcoming and, you know, people treat you right and, you know, want to converse with you and yada 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 yada. So I don't know, but I've got you guys, so, you know, I guess to heck with that. I'll just keep on showing you guys stuff, you know, part of my journey from my fortress of solitude, also known as, or AKA, the Blue Light Special. But I'm gonna actually do some stuff on securement, and I know that I guess Melton has a problem with that, but I am going to do it a little bit different. And see, part of my background is in I got out of the truck in 2002, and well, I started teaching because you know, I did go to college, and I taught out in Oregon until 2014. Went up and taught a year in Alaska, 2014, 2015, and then I spent a year in the classroom in Oklahoma. But in between my transitions, I was driving a truck for a while, and a little bit longer, I guess. Whenever I got, because Alaska, their school year is a lot different. So, you know, I got into a truck like basically as soon as I got home. I don't know. I've always, you know, I had this need to be working and stuff. So so now I'm thinking that because I am a licensed teacher in Oregon, Oklahoma, Alaska, and I'm also a CTE teacher, which is a career technical education teacher, and I teach technology and stuff, and I even taught technology integration, even at the college level, to future teachers, you know, how to integrate technology into your curriculum. And so I've got it made up in my mind that, you know, I'm going to follow the securement guidelines and stuff from Melton, because their videos they're dry, man. They just irritate the hell out of me. But, you know, and I've watched all of them, and I've learned little to nothing. Oh, I learned more from watching, like, you know, Dale Clay do things in his videos, and I've mentioned him before, just because it's more, it's not so dry, like, you know, this is a corporate video and we're going to make it as boring as hell, so you watch and you better enjoy. I get turned off by that stuff. So anyways, I'm going to do some securement videos, and just to kind of show you some securement videos, some tricks and stuff that they don't show you, and also some things that I've learned with tarping that, you know, they do not show you anything. They have this one video of this guy folding a tarp, and that's it. It's like, okay, so you could fold a tarp. Folding a tarp is not that hard. What makes it hard is, I guess, the elements. If your tarp is frozen, icy, if it's rainy, it's pretty slick. But then that's also fun. But I mean, actually tarping loads, and you know, I'm gonna do a video on tarping a load, and so you can actually see, you know, it's like, well, what do you have to do? You have to get up on it, and, you know, following all the guidelines, which I do. Like I told you before, man, I'm scared of heights, so I'm not gonna get up on top of, you know, a load that's 13.6, you know, and just walk up by the edge. Hey, how you doing, Edge? You know, no, that's not me. So I mean, you'll see me crawling around on top of a load because, well, one, that's company policy, and then two, I actually feel safer crawling because I don't want to sit there and twist my ankle or, you know, get into trouble. And I think that it's really easy to do when you're walking on top of a load. That I can see where you get in trouble that way. And some people, you know, will agree with me, and some people will disagree with me, and that's fine. I mean, you know, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. But I'm thinking I want to do a little bit more educational videos on things, you know, like how to throw a strap, you know, without throwing your arm out, you know, and especially tall loads and stuff, you know, how to chain a load, how to do a check on your load, how to make sure that when you are rolling up your straps that you're doing it the right way. I can show you a real quick hand method I do, and then also, you know, I also have a tool, you know, to roll up the straps, and then just, you know, chaining your loads that require chains and stuff, and you know how to do that. I think that it'll be quite interesting, and so I'm gonna go for it, and stay tuned. So, you know, that's pretty much my goal for today, was to let you guys know about that. So, that being said, peace, Hair Nation.